This video was sponsored by Sound Theory. Crafter is a surefire way to get your 808s and kicks knocking. More on them later. What's up? We back again. Fresh tips here that you really want to use. The last few did pretty good, so I want to go ahead and continue that. Let's get into it. Tip number one, y'all gotta start using mix buses. A filler mixer chain that I normally use to add rhythm and fill the empty space in my beats. I'll show you how to build it in just a second. First, you wanna set it up. So what you wanna do is select all your hi-hats and your snare and your rim, just your main high-end sounds, all right? And then what you wanna do is you wanna route it just like this. And I'll do that to each one of these. The only reason this is routed to this one too is because this is our second example, but I have this one muted, so ignore this. First off, you wanna start with the reverb. Just copy these exact settings. Next, throw in a hardcore. Use this chill out preset right here, and then a gross beat. You can use any settings you want. These are my settings. I have the sidechain setting right here, and I just kind of created this pattern with it. And then on the green part, I have the 1 beat jungle. And then I just EQ'd it. You can change it to 2 beat gate or half beat gate. Tip number 2, you can take any mono sound and make it stereo with a wider plugin. And there's a right and a wrong way to do it. Let me show you. So this sound right here, it's very mono. Put on wider, it's a free plugin. What a lot of people do at this point is they just do this right here. That's not what you want to do. What you want to do is turn it to 200% and then turn the mix level down. And this works with any sound, 808s, vocals, anything like that. I especially use it with vocals too. Alright, so one thing you will notice about this beat is it is super bouncy. One surefire way to recreate this is with your open hats. You want to open up your open hat, turn the attack and release all the way down. So this is before, this is after. That's what you want. You want it to be snappy. Then what you do is you program a pattern that looks kind of like this. So as you can see here, shortening the notes right here, add a lot of bounce. Alter the velocities right here to really kind of like lead into different drum sound. And then with a second open hat right here, you can create these little slides, chop them up like that, velocity up. Every single sound you hear in this beat is from the Anomaly Sound Kit by Mike Fuego and Marco Lenz. You can get it on producercrate.com. Producercrate is an amazing website where you can get all these kits. A lot of them are free. My boy Mike Fuego has the best sounding stuff, so I was like, okay, I gotta use this kit for this video. So yeah. Alright, so the next tip here is a plugin I've been using. Our sponsor, Sound Theory, has developed this plugin called Crafter. It's insane for boosting your drums, getting them to hit like super hard. Now the way it works, you're supposed to reroute it. So what you want to do, just like we talked about earlier, you want to route it just like that. Alright, now you have your Crafter channel. So add Crafter on it. And then I like using the single side over here. So I bring this all the way to single and I just mess with the settings here. Kind of whatever sounds good to you. Put the offset at 100%. I just think it sounds a little bit better. Before, after. You can also use this drive knob to really add a lot of punch. It's super great for a lot of things. You can use it for vocals, you can use it for this. This is the main thing that I have used it for so far, and it works like a charm. It really allows you to slam your bass and get it a lot louder without actually lowering the volume of the entire track. It allows you to squeeze a lot more in, essentially. Sound Theory is a super good developer. They've been in the game for a really long time. They're the creators of the famous Gullfoss EQ, one of the best EQs in the game. So yeah, super useful tool. My boy Drew put me onto this, but it's a resampling technique that really makes your melodies sound super interesting and unique. Works best on really ambient melodies. Let's solo the part that we want to flip. First, add an EQ because it does kind of mess up bass a little bit. Click on this button down here, this recording, rendered to WAV file, just like that. Now we've got this right here. What you want to do is click on open in Fruity Slicer channel, turn this up some, and then turn these up. Then click on beat. Next, you want to open up the pattern that it automatically created for you. Then click on Alt Y or Option Y if you're on Mac to reverse it. All right, next you want to click on this again and then render it out again. And now what you're going to want to do is correct it by reversing it again. This is a really cool way to really flip your sample, give it this cool little reverse effect, but at the same time also give it a nice choppy sound. This is really good for making like a bridge section, or if you want like a cool verse on your beat. So yeah. All right, so this next trick here is this intro right here. It's really simple to make. All you gotta do is put a cut right here. Then you wanna take this part right here, just 808, and go Control B, 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 just like that. And then we have this. These 3 channels right here, throw on a reverb right here. I usually use 7th Heaven, and then you can see I right clicked right here and clicked create automation clip. And you can see I automated the reverb. All I did was I opened up an EQ, set it to about where I wanted it, and then clicked on this button down here, create automation clip, and now I can automate this right here. All this is an EQ mix level. It just controls the overall mix level just to make sure that this tiny bit left right here is not being cut off. It's a good intro idea. Alright, the next step I do want to share with you guys is how to get unlimited mixer chains. So let's say I want to mix a sound and I've used up all of these right here. All you have to do is right click and click on route to this track only. What you've done is made this go from here to here and then to here. Say I put an EQ on the second one. Nothing from here affects here. So it flows the way it should be flowing. And then if you need more than that, click on this one right here and then simply route it to this track only. 10, 20, 30 mixer chains. And you can just do this forever. Again, shout out to Sound Theory. They work really hard on the Crafter plugin, and it shows. I've used it on probably like 30 or 40 beats now, and I've only had it for like a month. So it's pretty crazy. So yeah, guys, glad I got to share those tips with you. If you guys have any tips of your own, let me know in the comments. I'm doing a free all kit bundle giveaway on my one-shot kits, drum kits, all bundled into one kit. Just leave a comment down below and I'll get back to somebody. So yeah, till next time.